From the couple who proved that real love can beat even the toughest family prejudice.
I know my family means well, but sometimes it feels like they're getting in the way of me and Amy.
To the pair whose awkward moments still make fans uncomfortable even 10 years later.
He has told people that I smell and I peed on him.
Okay.
These are the most loved and the most disliked couples from 90 Day Fiancé Season 2. Let's begin with the pair who made viewers believe that fairy tale romances can happen on reality TV. Danny and Amy Frischmuth. When Danny Frischmuth from Pennsylvania introduced his South African fiancée Amy, fans were ready for another chaotic international relationship. We'd seen it all before. Young American guy, beautiful foreign girl, drama waiting to explode. But Danny and Amy completely changed that expectation.
Estoy ansiosa, pero no sé. Me da miedo conocer a tu familia. No sé si les caeré bien.
They fell in love, handled a long-distance relationship, got engaged, and Amy came to the US on a K-1 visa. What made them stand out was how maturely and gracefully they handled every challenge. They even chose to wait until marriage before being intimate, not for the cameras, but because of their Christian faith. When Amy arrived in America, she didn't even stay at Danny's home. Instead, she lived with his brother to honor their beliefs.
It's gonna be different living with Nick only because I'm not used to, somebody kind of being so out there, with what they're thinking.
The biggest challenge they faced? Danny's father, who wasn't supportive of their interracial relationship. But instead of creating drama, both of them showed patience and respect. Danny defended Amy without insulting his father, and Amy didn't take the criticism personally. She simply showed who she was through her kindness.
My dad asked some tough questions about race, about just financial situations. Sometimes it is hard to hear.
It's gonna be tough.
The turning point came when Danny's father finally saw Amy for who she truly was. That moment felt real, heartfelt, and emotional, the kind of thing fans wish they saw more often. Eventually, Amy gave birth to their son, Jedediah. Their happiness always felt genuine, not forced for TV. Today, Danny is a director of worship at their church, and Amy homeschools their children while managing their social media presence. They've renovated a 1930s home, lead marriage groups, and continue focusing on faith and family.
You did really well with that part of the family.
Yeah.
But imagine that, and then double it, and then add some more, and that's the rest of the family. So you gotta meet them too.
God help me.
Danny and Amy became the symbol of what 90 Day Fiancé could be, a story of real love, real growth, and real commitment. But while Danny and Amy showed us the power of love and patience, our next couple showed what happens when emotional manipulation and cultural misunderstandings take over. Danielle Mullins and Mohamed Jabali. Danielle and Mohamed are easily one of the most controversial couples in the entire franchise. Their storyline created some of the most uncomfortable moments ever seen on the show. Danielle was 41, from Ohio. Mohamed was 26, from Tunisia. They met online, and warnings were everywhere. Danielle herself said trust was a major issue, especially with their 15-year age gap.
USA, okay? So I'm waiting to go there to see which kind of difference you have there.
But that wasn't their only problem. Danielle hid major financial troubles, while Mohamed seemed far more focused on coming to America than building a marriage. From the moment he landed in the US, it was obvious something was wrong. His body language screamed discomfort. He barely showed affection. He looked like he didn't even want to stand next to Danielle.
You need to explain me everything so I can understand.
He arrived on a K-1 visa, refused intimacy, and blamed religious rules, while her kids openly questioned his intentions. It was clear to viewers, this relationship was already falling apart. Every moment felt forced. Danielle tried desperately to connect, and Mohamed did everything to avoid her.
Mohamed are intimate. We kiss, we hug, but we do it in private.
How are you?
Fine, how are you?
We are like every other married couple.
Their intimacy issues became the center of their storyline. Fans suspected the truth. Mohamed simply wasn't attracted to Danielle, and he couldn't pretend. Their wedding felt more like a funeral for Mohamed.
You may kiss your bride.
I want to tell something about kissing the kiss in this time, because there is some specific do it in my religion in this month. So that's why.
Okay.
Soon after getting his green card, he left Danielle. And that's when everything exploded. Danielle filed for annulment, tried to get him deported, and took the drama public with rants and legal threats.
I came down here on the intentions of getting him back, but because of the way he treated me on the phone, I've came to a different conclusion that he's used me for the green card because you don't treat someone like this.
The most shocking moment came during the tell-all. Mohamed publicly claimed Danielle had hygiene issues and even accused her of urinating on him during sex. The audience was stunned. It was painful, humiliating, and cruel.
He has told people that I smell and I peed on him.
Okay.
Every moment with them was pure secondhand embarrassment, the kind you never forget. Danielle looked like a lonely, vulnerable woman being taken advantage of. Mohamed looked cold, calculating, and emotionless.
He didn't show me the affection hardly at all. When he got the chance to work, did not work. He went traveling around the United States.
But why did you tolerate that?
Their messy story continued for years. Legal fights, social media drama, and accusations on both sides. Their reputations never recovered. Their relationship became a warning. What happens when two people enter a marriage for the wrong reasons? Now let's move from the chaos to a couple that reminded us what real, tender international love can look like. Chelsea Masek and Yamir Castillo. Chelsea from Illinois and Yamir from Nicaragua brought something rare to the show. Mutual respect, real attraction, and genuine kindness. Their story felt refreshing from the start.
Finally get to meet my parents.
I will miss my family.
Of course.
Yamir was part of the successful Nicaraguan band Myla Vox. He wasn't chasing the American dream. He was giving up a real career to be with Chelsea.
Seriously, like the Justin Timberlake of Nicaragua. Girls flock to him.
Sí. Claro que sí.
Fans admired him for sacrificing fame for love. He moved countries, learned English, and started over, all for Chelsea. Their relationship felt healthy, natural, real. They supported each other, listened to each other, and respected each other.
Único problema sería no tener tu amor.
Chelsea encouraged Yamir's music career instead of asking him to change. Yamir adapted respectfully to American culture without losing his identity.
I'm here to feel like himself here. He's basically starting his life from scratch, and he's doing it all for me. So I definitely feel the pressure for things to work out.
They communicated like adults. They laughed. They worked through challenges together. Nothing felt staged. Fans loved that neither one was using the other. Their wedding was warm and genuine. Families from both sides came together beautifully. Sadly, the marriage ended in 2016, but they handled the breakup with maturity. No public fights, no attacks.
Like, I feel responsible because you're here with me, and I never want you to feel like you made the right decision.
It's difficult for me, honestly, right now.
Chelsea later explored her sexuality, identifying as bisexual and later pansexual, but she made it clear it wasn't the reason for the divorce. Their relationship remains one of the most respectful stories in the franchise, showing that even if love doesn't last forever, it can still be meaningful. And now we move to a couple whose story went from promising to uncomfortable to tragic. Jason Hitch and Cassia Tavares. From their first scenes, viewers sensed something was wrong. Their 15-year age difference wasn't the issue. It was the power imbalance.
The next 90 days, Cassie and I will have a lot of issues to work out. Cassie has never left Brazil. I'm sure she has some serious reservations, and she'll be all alone with no family or...
Jason often acted controlling, talking to Cassia like she was a child instead of a partner. He criticized everything, her looks, her behavior, her adjustment to America.
I can.
Okay.
It's gonna get solved, like I told you before. Told you a million times.
But don't say do it.
Cassia quickly went from hopeful to miserable. She looked trapped, isolated, completely dependent on Jason.
America told Jason no new magazines at the house, and he kept this one. I could not understand why he had that, so I got a little pissed off.
Their interactions were tense and joyless, with no warmth or affection. Jason monitored her, limited her independence, and made decisions alone. Fans grew increasingly uncomfortable watching it. They married in 2014, but the problems only got worse. In 2017, Jason was arrested for domestic battery. Charges later dropped, but it confirmed fans' fears. They eventually divorced. Cassia rebuilt her life, continued her education, remarried in 2021, and found happiness. Jason's life took a darker turn. He couldn't escape the negative reputation, and in December 2021, he died from COVID complications at age 45. Their story became one of the saddest arcs in the franchise, a reminder of how control and emotional pressure can destroy even the most hopeful beginnings.